Come here. I'm in my apartment again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have my boyfriend come in later on. I'll try to do a live tonight and see if my man wants to join it. Lisa! Oh my god! Finally you're able to come in! Lisa, you're officially a mod now. It worked. For some reason it was. Hey Steve, how are you? I made you a mod too. So, you guys are both mods in my chat. Yeah, sorry about that before. It was being a bitch to the point where I couldn't see nothing. But Lisa, look what my boyfriend got me. Oh my god, Lisa. And Lisa, look what I also got. Yeah, sadly enough, it's not an engagement ring, but it's all good, Steve. Like I said, I'm not engaged, but I went to my man's house on Saturday, and he surprised me with the ring, so yeah. Thanks, Lise. So, like I said, what happened earlier, like I said, it was freaking crazy all weekend, but honestly, he's sleeping over tonight, which is rare because he never sleeps over during Mondays, but I get an extra night with him tonight, so I'm freaking happy with that, because yesterday's thunderstorm ruined it. He ended up going home because the storm was severe, so he wasn't able to stay last night, but he's staying over tonight, so I'm freaking looking forward to that. Lisa, you damn right he is. He's the best. He takes really good care of me. Believe me, I do what I can to help with him as well. I support him the way he supports me. We do things for each other, obviously, but he's definitely my soulmate. Definitely. Yeah, he is, Lise. He is. He's an amazing man, trust me. He is. Like I said, next month is our 1 year, actually. It's coming up. So I'm freaking looking forward to that. I know, Lise. I can't wait either. You'll definitely be there. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, you guys will be invited to it. Yeah, next month it'll be a year, Lise. June 14th will be a year. Yup. Definitely, yeah. Like I said, June 14th will be a year. And we don't know when we're going to get married, obviously, but we're just taking our time and just enjoying being together. And when it happens, it happens. We're not in any rush for anything. But actually, and before August, I should be moving in with them, so I'm looking forward to that too. And yeah, I don't know if you guys had a thunderstorm recently, but yesterday we had a pretty bad one last night. It was freaking thundering, lightning. There were a couple of lightning strikes that almost hit the ground where I was at last night. Freaking nuts. Yeah, we're not yet, but we will be. But, like I said, last night, sadly enough, by the time I left the house, it was getting dark. He wanted to have me come back because he didn't want me to have to go out in that, but his landlord made me go home regardless. So I had to travel. Thanks, Steve. So I had to travel out there yesterday, and he tried telling his landlord that it was dangerous to have me travel, but the landlord just didn't want to listen and give a shit. So by the time I got out of the bus, it started raining and then it started downpouring. Thank God I had my umbrella. But while I was outside, the lightning strikes were getting closer and closer to the ground. So I rushed home, made it inside, and I made it fine. But, my boyfriend was just frustrated too because he wanted to have me stay the night so that nothing would happen, and his landlord wasn't listening. So, sadly enough, he didn't go home with me last night, but he's staying with me tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. What are you and Steve up to, Lise? What are you guys gonna be doing today? What are you guys up to today? I'm just going live for a few minutes until my man gets home. Then he's gonna call me, and then later on today he's coming back. Like I said, I might go live with them later today. I don't know yet, but that's something I might actually do. I gotta see. If he's up to it, then I don't see why we can't. But we'll see what happens with it. What are you guys up to? No problem, Lise. Like I said, yeah, yesterday was a freaking lot of fun though. We were out and about at like after 10, which mind you, it was like it was over 80 degrees. So luckily, by the time we got to the bus stop, the bus had shown up. We got on the bus. We had like an hour ride, which actually was peaceful. Then I got on the bus to go home last night, and some freaking weirdo was talking to me about how he had sex with his girlfriend one day in a public pool, which is actually freaking disgusting because, I mean, like I told him, I said, why? I told him, I said, I could see you having a good time with your girl. I don't care about that. I was like, but in a public pool? I was like, were people in the pool? He's like, yeah. I'm like, then how did you not get caught? He's like, oh, they were in a different spot and they didn't see us. Hey, Bob. I modded you. But yeah, some random guy on the bus was talking to me about how he had sex with his girlfriend in a public pool. Which, again, if it was a pool where if it was just at that person's house and nowhere else, I could see it. But in a public pool, I was just like, what? So my boyfriend was just like, yeah, that's freaking disgusting. Thanks, Bob. You too. You been behaving over there, Bob? Yeah, I'm on for right now until my man gets home, but because when he gets home, he's gonna call me, and then I'm gonna then he's coming over. Like I said, I might go live with my man later tonight, but I'm not guaranteeing it. Oh my God, Bob, I was not there, but I was in the bus, and this random dude was telling me how he had sex with his girlfriend last summer in a public pool. Again, live your life the way you want to, but do it more discreetly and not somewhere where anybody else could see you because that's freaking gross. And it's illegal too, on top of that, because if they get caught, they're going to freaking jail. Luckily, they didn't get caught, but they were like, well, have you and your man ever done that? I'm like, we would never do that in a public pool. That's true, Bob. But at the same time, in a public pool, I don't see it like that. Because, I mean, I'm not worried about it doing that. I'm worried about the fact that anybody, even innocent children, could have been in that pool and could have seen that. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I get you wanna be wild and crazy, but don't do it somewhere where innocent kids can see it. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy said that nobody spotted them, but I really don't. I really doubt that because if it was in a public pool in the open, anybody could see it. I also know a guy that told me about that he did that with another person, and it wasn't him; it was a different one. But I don't want to discuss that. I mean, my man and I went down to Spencer's because we were just looking at random shit. I told him I wanted to buy handcuffs, but he doesn't want to do that. But they actually at the mall opened up a place where you could play airsoft. So one day I might actually attempt that if my stomach could handle it since my surgery. Huh? True, Bob. Very true. Like I said, I might be doing airsoft one of the days with my boyfriend and my friends, but since I had my surgery, I don't want to risk any of the stuff hitting my stomach at all. Huh? Bob, nah, I'm good. I don't use that because I know how to swim, but I get the gist of it. Steve, I'm not gonna arrest people. It's just I was telling them just like because of the dominatrix, they like to use that. I mean, I'm not about that. I was just teasing my boyfriend. No, Bob, I was just teasing him. It's like I'm trying to explain pretty much like, yeah, Bob, I can. Like I said, it can be very kinky, honestly, because sometimes people use that, but I was not serious. I was never gonna do that. He even laughed. He was like, "Yeah, I know you could be like that, but you would never do that." Bob, no. I take the bus when it comes down to going out places, but I mean, one of my buddies is getting a car soon, so I'll be able to go with him places. But obviously, it's just me and one of my female friends. We're gonna be probably doing a couple beach trips, hopefully in the summer. I'm hoping because he was telling me since he's getting a car, we could go down to the beach and just have a freaking good time. But honestly, I don't even know when. Bob, I did not. You're funny though. I did that one time to the doctor when they were doing something, but I'm not discussing that. It was embarrassing. Steve, that never happened. He's just a fresh boy. But I mean, yeah, people could do crazy shit on the bus, but nothing like that. But I mean, I was on the bus one day with my boyfriend, and this lady was showing us this fish that she got, and it literally looked freaking deformed. Like the fish's head was rotting. It was freaking disgusting. My man and I are just looking like, what the fuck is going on? She was like, oh, we got a pet fish from one of the stores. It's deformed. She showed it to me, and the fish's head was like rotting inside out, like from the outside. It was freaking gross. So she was like, oh, where's the nearest PetSmart? And it was like down the street. And she's like, how do I get back to the mall then afterwards? I'm like, how did you catch this bus? She's like, over at the certain corner. And I'm like, then go the same way you went to catch the bus to go back. And I was talking to my boyfriend. I'm like, how the hell did she not even know how to catch the bus when she just caught it this way? Like, all I know Just some random shit happens in the town that I'm at. Just some random shit. Obviously, I'm not gonna say what town I live in for reasons, but yeah, I don't give up my whereabouts. So, what are you up to for for the rest of the day? Thanks, Bob. That's sweet. Again, I can be a sweetheart, but if you piss me off, it's all game done. Steve even knows that I don't tolerate shit either. I mean, yeah, everybody really that knows me knows I can be a sweetheart, but I can also be tough when I have to. And I don't even know if you guys are from Bob. You might be familiar about Mousetrap. I don't know if you remember him. Huh? No. I get where you're going with that, but now that I have a boyfriend, I told you. Now that I have a boyfriend, the only one that I do sexual shit with is my boyfriend. Yeah, Bob. He was a major asshole. No, Steve. He's not. I mean, I remember I saw him one day. I think it. I forgot whose panel he was on. I saw him one day, and I haven't seen him since. Yeah, believe me, Bob. My man has my heart, definitely. But no, Mousetrap luckily is not back. I think I know who it is, but I'm just not gonna give out the name because I don't know if it's right or not, and I'm just not gonna do that. I mean, it could be really anybody, not anybody, but I don't want to assume if I don't know the facts, so. I've been honestly wondering, Shauna! Hey, girl! Steve, I don't know who it is, but I heard it was a couple people, because I know quite a few people have, what's it called, said that they thought it might have been, what's his name, Gunn, but I don't know if it was him, and Lisa knows who Gunn is, but Shauna Bates Maserati, I like that, it's actually clever. Like I said, I think it might have been Gunn, but I don't know if it was him. I mean, there are a few different people that probably troll as him. I remember there was one day I was freaking going live. Lisa will remember this. I was going live, and Bobby might have been there. But I was going live back when I was always traveling to go to Hartford. Yeah, Steve. I think he could have been one of the people that did it, but I don't know who else could have been involved because there were multiple different, trolls of Mousetrap. There was one guy that was a major asshole. He used to always tell me to go play in a shark tank with a great white shark and keep an alligator as a pet. I don't freaking know why. He was an ass. And there were a couple Mousetraps that were actually really nice people. But my other girl that I actually don't really talk to, well, I talk to her, but I don't, she's not on YouTube anymore. I honestly even forgot what her username was. But she's actually the one that told me who she thinks it could have been. She's the one that actually was informing me that Crystal Meth Machine Gun was one of the guys that was trolling his Mousetrap. she even said that there was quite a few people that were even trolling because many of them had different personalities. You know what I mean? So, and on YouTube, you don't always know who is who unless they announce it. Oh my. I forgot her name, honestly, Bob. It was one of my old friends. But I honestly forgot what her account name was, surprisingly enough. Actually, I'll be right back, you guys. I'll see you guys soon.